Good morning, students. So in exercise 12.2 already we have completed 5 questions. Now the next one is the question number 6. If you see here, I think up to 6 we complete. Now this one is the question number 7. If you see here, a chord of a circle of radius 12 centimeter subtends an angle of 120 degree at the center. So find the area of the corresponding segment of the circle. So that means here, if you see the diagram here given, so first of all this one is a circle here, and with respect to this, here the radius is given 12 centimeter, so O is the center, and here we consider 2 points A and B, and this AB is the chord here. So in this AB chord, OA is the radius as well as OB is also the radius here. So now here what you have to do, the subtended angle, that means this whole angle is 120 degree. So if you see the diagram here, separately written 60 degree, 60 degree. Why? Because if we draw a perpendicular from the center to the chord, so obviously this line separate the chord into 2 equal parts. So that's why here, if 2 equal parts, so that means this angle is, if 120 degree, that means the angle is also separate into 2 parts, which one is 60 degree and 60 degree. So that's why if we separate this one into 2 parts, so obviously here the AC as well as here BC, these two lengths are what here? These two lengths are equal. Is it clear? So that's why here written 60 degree and 60 degree. So now here what you have to do, we have to find out the area of the corresponding segment. So corresponding segment means obviously this part, this one is the segment part here, so we have to find out this area. So obviously how can we find out this result? So first of all we have to find out the sector here. If we denote some name here, suppose this one is P, O, A, P, B, this one is the sector here. So first of all we have to find out this sector, and after that what you have to do, we have to find out the area of this triangle part. After getting this area, so area of sector minus area of triangle, if you do, then we get the segment part. Is it clear? So in this way we have to solve this one. So first of all what we need the area of this triangle, because sector easily we can find out, because the angle is what, 120 degree for sector, and the radius is 12 centimeters, so easily we can find out the sector. So first of all this triangle, let's see how can we do this one. So now in this case, already in diagram lots of things are mentioned here, so no need to write here OC, separate the line AB, or these things are no need to write here, because already in diagram it is mentioned. Is it clear? So now first of all, if you see the triangle OCA, how can we find out the area of this triangle? Because OC is what, the height, and AB is what, base. So if we apply height into base into heights here, so easily we can find out the area of this triangle, is not it? So that's why first of all we have to find out this OC. So how can we find out this OC? So in case of triangle, if you consider the triangle, in triangle OCA, if we consider this triangle, so separately here if we draw the triangle here, if you see this triangle, so this one is O and this one is C, this one is A. Here it is 90 degree, and this angle is how much? 60 degree, and the radius here, this one is given 12 centimeter. So now this one is a right angle triangle. So with the help of trigonometric identities or trigonometric properties, easily we can find out this OC length. If you see here, if it is 60 degree and here this one is a 90 degree, so that means OC is what, here the included side. If OC is the included side, so easily we can say this one is base, is not it? So if it is base, this one is what, the perpendicular. So this one is perpendicular, and the opposite of 90 degree is what, hypotenuse. So now here if it is base here, if it is base and if it is perpendicular, so now what we need the result of base and the hypotenuse we know. So is there any relation between base and hypotenuse? So obviously we can apply here the cos property, is not it? So cos theta equal to what? Cos angle equal to what? Base by hypotenuse. So because we need here the base result, so that's why we have to apply this one. So that's why cos theta, theta means what here? Angle is what? 60 degrees. So that's why we have to write here cos 60 degree. So cos 60 degree equal to base by hypotenuse. So base we don't know, so that's why we have to write OC, and the hypotenuse is how much? 12. So that's why we have to write this one. So now after that, now in this case you see we have to put the value of here 60 degree. So what is the value of cos 60 degree here? So if we put the cos 60 degree value and if we calculate this one, then easily we can find out the result. So cos 60 degree equal to what? 1 by 2. So if we put this one is 1 by 2 and this one is OC by 12 centimeter. So all of you know how to find out this result 60 degree. How can we remember this one? All of you know? If you see the sine values are, if we calculate, so sine 30 1 by 2, then next one is 45 1 by root 2, and the next one is what? Root 3 by 2, is not it? So this one is what? 30 45, this one is 60. So the opposite of these are for cos, so that means, so 60 here, 30 45 60. If we reverse the result here, so that means for cos half 1 by root 2 root 3 by 2. So in this way we can remember. So here that means the cos 60 degree value is what? 1 by 2. So ultimately from here if you calculate this one, so OC equal to what we get here? OC equal to, if you cross multiply this one, 6 centimeter. So that means easily we can find out the height here. So height equal to how much? 6 centimeter. Is it clear? So in this way we can find out the height. So after getting the height, now height we get here. Next what we need? We need the base AB. So let's see how can we find out this one. So in case of base, again we consider this triangle OCA, is not it? Since OC is the height, so that means AC and BC lengths are equal. So any one triangle, you can choose this one also. So now if we consider the triangle OCA, so again if we consider the triangle OCA, here if you see this one, so this one is OCA, this one is the 90 degree, and here this angle is what? 60 degree, and this one is 12 centimeter. So in this case again we need the length here AC. So already we know this one is what? This one is the base, is not it? And this one is what? Perpendicular. So we have to find out the result AC. We need AC, so that means for this AC what we want? We have to use the perpendicular and hypotenuse form. So is there any formula for perpendicular and hypotenuse? So obviously we have to apply sine formula, is not it? So sine 60 degree, sine 60 degree equal to what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So that's why we have to write here sine 60 degree. So that means we have to write sine 60 degree equals to perpendicular by hypotenuse. That means we have to write here AC by what? 12 centimeter. So we know the sine 60 degree value is how much? Root 3 by 2. So that's why we have to write this one is root 3 by 2, and this one we have to write AC by 12 centimeter. Is it clear? So now if you cross multiply this one 2, so 12 here easily we can cancel. So that's why we have to write here root 3 by 2 into 12 equals to this one we have to write AC. So now here if we calculate this one, so what we get here? So what we get here? 6 root 3. So that means we get here 6 root 3 equal to AC. Is it clear? So this one is the length of AC. So that means AC equal to 6 root 3. Since we know AC is equal to BC, so if AC is equal to 6 root 3, then BC is also how much? 6 root 3. So 6 root 3, 6 root 3, easily we can add these two, and finally we get the length of AB here. Is not it? So that's what you have to do here. Let's see in this case. So in this case, if we write AB, now if we write here AB, so AB equals to, so AB equals to, we have to write here AC plus BC. We write AB equals to AC plus BC. So AC means what here? 6 root 3. So that's why we have to write 6 root 3 plus BC is also same. Already we know these two lengths are equal, so that means this one also we write 6 root 3. So ultimately what you have to write here? 12 root 3 centimeter. Is it clear? So this one we have to write here 12 root 3 centimeter. So this one is AB. So we get here base as well as we get height. If height and base we get, then which formula we have to apply to find out the area of this triangle? Half into base into height formula we can apply here. Isn't it? So now here if we calculate now the area of triangle OAB. So in this case what you have to write? Area of triangle OAB. Area of triangle equal to half into base into height. So that's how we have to write here half into base. Base is what? AB, and the height is what? OC. So half into base into height formula we have to apply. So now in this case, this one we have to write half into base is already we get how much? 12 root 3, and height is how much? We get 6 centimeter. Isn't it? So 12 centimeter and 6 centimeter, ultimately centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square we can write. So if you calculate this one, so now this 2 is cancelled with 12. So 6 remains, 6 root 3, 6 root 3 into 6, 6 is 36. So that means ultimately we get here 36 root 3 centimeter square. Is it clear? So this one is the area of triangle. So area of triangle part over here. Now we need sector. Next we need sector, because we have to find out the segment part. So sector minus area of this triangle, if you do, then easily we can find out this segment part, isn't it? So now next one we have to find out the sector. Is it clear? Okay, now let's see how can we find it, find out this sector. So in this case, area of sector, so we can directly write here area of sector. Area of sector, this one we have to write OAPB. OAPB, area of sector OAPB equal to how much? What you have to write here? Radius r equal to 12 centimeter and theta equal to total is how much? 120 degree, isn't it? So here r equal to 12 and theta equal to how much? 120 degree, isn't it? So we have to put this to value theta by 360, that means 120 by 360 into pi. Pi means we can write here 22 by 7 into r square. R means what here? 12 into 12. So 12 into 12 we can find out this one. So now here, from here easily we can calculate the result, isn't it? If we calculate, so here this 0 is cancelled with 0, 12, 3 is a 36, isn't it? So that means here we cancel this one 3, and in this way this 3 is cancelled with this 12, 4, 3 4s are 12. So now in this case, if you see here, after calculating all this result, obviously we get some values here. Is it clear? So we have to calculate this result. So your task is you have to calculate this result, and after getting area of sector, now area of sector minus area of triangle, then which part we get here? This segment part we get. So finally, after getting this result, now finally what you have to do? After getting this result, now area of segment we have to find out. So that's why here you have to write area of segment. So area of segment equals to this one, you have to write area of sector OAPB minus area of triangle OAB. Is it clear? So sector formula, sector value already we get and triangle value already we get. If you put this to value, then easily we can find out the segment part. Is it clear? I think all of you understood. Solution already given. If you want any problem, if you face any problem there, then you can see the solution also. I think all of you understood this one now. Is it clear? Okay. Now the next question is question number 8, and in question number 8 the question is like in this way given: a horse is tied to a peg at one corner of a square shaped grass field of side 15 meter by means of a 5 meter long rod. So now in this case the condition is like in this way given: a square field. Suppose this one is the square field we consider here, is not it? So this one is the square field. Here names are not mentioned. If you want some name, you can denote here. So this one is the square field here. In this square field, in any one corner, suppose we consider this corner. At this corner, one rope tied here, and the rope is how much length here? Suppose 5 meter long. The length of the rope is 5 meter long here, is not it? A horse tied up with this. Now here, if it is 5 meter, and if this horse move in anywhere, so that means each and every place it is what? 5 meter. So that's why here we mention OA equal to 5, as well as at this place 5, at this place 5, 5. So that means OB is also here 5. So now this one is already mentioned as a square field. So that's why the length of the square is here 15 and 15. So in this case it is mentioned. So if it is a square field, so obviously this angle is how much? 90 degree, isn't it? So first of all we have to find out this portion we have to find out first. So that's why here the question is given like in this way: the area of that part of the field in which the horse can graze. So that means if it is 5 meter long, so up to this part the horse can graze here. So that's why first of all we have to find out this area. That means which part? OACB. This part we have to find out here first of all in the first question. And in the second question it is mentioned if the rope is how much? 10 meter long. So that's why the question is given the increase in the grazing area if the rope were 10 meter long instead of 5 meter. So that means increasing area, that means if the rope will be 10 meter long, যদি 10 meter long হয় ইয়াত, যদি হয় কি হ'ব, up to this place OP, it is 10 meter long. So that means obviously the grazing part of 5 meter and the grazing part of 10 meter, obviously there is a increasing of area. So this increasing area we have to find out, this increasing area 5 meter jiman khini area asile aru 10 meter jiman khini area hobo kiman area increase hol he part to uliaba lage in the second question. So that's why the second question is given the increase in the grazing area if the rope were 10 meter long instead of 5 meter. So 5 meter jaga jodi 10 meter hoy kiman area increase hol he to uliaba lage. So very simple here, what you have to do, first of all we have to find out the area of this portion, is not it? And if the rope 10 meter long, then we have to find out the area of this bigger part, and then from subtract from the smaller part, then we get this shaded portion, is not it? Practically very simple question here, this one. So here square, so that's why this angle is 90 degree. So if you see here, this one is a sector or not, so easily we can apply here a sector formula. So area of OPRQ minus area of OACB, if you do, then we get this part. Easily we can find out the result. So that's why here first of all we have to find out this portion. So in first case we have to find out the grazing part here for when the 5 meter, if it is 5 meter the grazing area is how much. So that's why simply we have to find here, or in exam you can write down the statement also here directly. I write area of OACB. So area of OACB, that means OACB, that means this one you have to find out. So area of OACB, this one you have to write theta by 360 into pi r square. So in this case theta equal to how much, obviously theta equal to 90 degree, is not it? And radius equal to how much, 5 meter. So that's why we have to write here 5 meter. So if you put in place of theta 90, in place of pi if we put 3.14, and in place of r if we put 5, then easily we can find out the value of area of OACB. Is it clear? So if you put this two value here, we can find out the area of OACB. I think all of you understood this one, so easily you can find out the area here. Is it clear? Okay, now the next part is what here, we have to find out the increasing part. For increasing part, what we need here, first of all we need the area of OPRQ. So increasing part, in the second question what you have to do, we have to find out the area of this increasing part. So area of increasing part, or we can write increase in the grazing area, or simply you can write here area of APRQBCA. In this also you can write, so your choice, whatever you can write. So increase in the grazing area equals to, so or you can write here area of APRQBCA. That means you see here this one APRQBCA, that means this part we have to find out. So how can we find out this one? So area of we can write here OPRQ minus area of, which part we have to subtract here, OPRQ minus OACB, area of OACB, we have to write this one. So if you do this one, then we get this increasing part, is not it? So in this case, if you write down here the value of this one, you have to write the, in this case the theta is how much, OPRQ theta is set 90 degree. So that's why we have to write here 90 by 360 into pi r square. R means how much here now, OPRQ, R is how much, 10 meters. So that's why we have to write 10 meter into 10 meter minus next part area of OACB. In this case theta is how much, 90. So that's why we have to write 90 by 360 into pi R means how much? 5. So that's how we have to write 5 meter into 5 meter. Is it clear? And if you calculate this result, and from here we get the increasing part, that means this shaded portion easily we can find out. Is it clear? So your task is you have to calculate this result, and let's check out the result whether your answer is same as your solution given or not. Is it clear? So you have to check out this one. Is it clear? Okay. After completing the question number 8, now the next question is here in question number 9. Question is given in such a way that a brush is made with silverware in the form of a circle with diameter 35 mm. The wire is also used in making 5 diameters which divide the circle into 10 equal sectors as shown in figure here. This one is the figure, and the total length of the silver wire we required. The first question is we have to find out, and the second one is we have to find out the area of the each sector of the brooch. So that means this one is the diagram here, these small circles, these are the designs here first of all. So now first of all what you have to find out in this question, we have to find out the total length of the silver wire. That means if you see here some numbers are mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means these 5 are actually what? The 5 diameters. 1 diameter, 2nd diameter, 3rd diameter, 4th diameter, and the 5th diameter. Is it clear? So these are the 5 diameters here. And with respect to this, we make this bruise here. So that means this one is a circle here. So that is total how much wire required here. Kiman kini wire lagibo yat etu banabor karone. Yes, so first of all a circle or a boundary to lagibo. We need this boundary here. That means this one is what actually? The circumference of this circle. Is not it? Or we can say the perimeter of this circle. That means a boundary to lagibo tumar tangdal. Boundary wire kiman lagibo hetu lagibo. And with respect to this, the length of this diameter, this type of how many diameters are there? 5 diameters. So we need this 5 diameters. Aru ei gutei khini jodi ami circumference aru ei 5ta diameter jodi length to jodi ami add kori diu, then what we get? We get the total length of the silver wire here we get. Is it clear? So that's why here first of all what given here, first of all we have to check out this one. So in this question here given diameter is 35 mm. Diameter to 35 mm yes. And 10 equal sectors. That means if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means total 10. So now here the diameter is given. So if diameter is given, so easily we can find out the perimeter of this circle or perimeter of this or the circumference of this brush. Easily we can find out. Is not it? So that's why here first of all diameter, if we mention here given, if we mention here diameter D equals to 35 mm. So if the diameter is mentioned here 35 mm, so easily we can find out the radius here. So radius if we denoted by r, then we have to write this one is 35 by 2 mm. Is it clear? So this one is the radius. I think all of you understood this one. So radius we can find out here. So now what you have to do, first of all we have to find out the circumference of this brush. So circumference, so for this brush here, first of all we have to find out the circumference. So that's why in case of circumference, the formula is what? Twice pi r. The circumference formula is twice pi r, is not it? So now if we find out the circumference here, so what you have to write? 2 into pi means what? 22 by 7. So 22 by 7 into r. Radius is how much? 35 by 2. So this one you have to write 35 by 2. Is it clear? So now if we calculate this one, this 2 is cancelled with this 2. 7 cancel with this one. How much? 5. So that means here 22 into 5. Ultimately how much we get here? 110. So that means 110 what? Mm. This one is the circumference. That means here meaning to ki hol a circle to jitu boundary kiman kini tar lagibo 110 mm wire silver wire lagibo. So that means the boundary we get here 110 mm. Is it clear? Now after finding the value of circumference here, circumference equal to how much we get here? 110 mm. So now after that we need here the total length of the silver wire. So total length how can we find out? So we have to add these 5 diameters also. So that means the length of the each diameter is how much? 35 mm. So that's why 5 diameters, 5 into 35 mm we have to do, and we have to add with this 110 mm. If you see the total length now here, total length. So total length equal to 110 mm plus 5 into how many diameters are there? 5 diameters, so that's why each of 35 mm. So we have to calculate this one, and if you calculate this one, then we get the total length here, total length of the wire we get here. Is it clear? 110 mm, this one is the circumference, plus 5 into 35 mm. So that's why 5 into 35 mm, if you do this one, then we get the total length. Is it clear? Okay, now the next question is here. In question number 2, we have to find out the area of each sector of the bruise. So now here in this case, if you see, now each sector, that means here how many sectors, first of all we have to find out. So here complete revolution, that means this one is total 360. So here how many bruises are there? If you count here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, that means total 10 parts are here. So we have to find out the area of each sector. So area of each sector we have to find out. So that means we need here the angle. So to find out any one sector, if we consider, we need the angle here. So total angle is how much? 360 degree, and how many equal parts are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, total 10 parts are there. So total 10 parts equal to 360 degrees, so easily we can find out the area of one part here, angle of one part. And if we get the angle, radius already we know how much, 35 by 2 mm. So if we use these two values, then easily we can find out the area of each sector of the bruise here. So that's why in this case you see here 10 parts equal to 360 degree. So therefore one part equal to how much? So here 10 parts equals to 360 degrees. So that's why one part equal to what you have to write here, 360 by 10, or that means here one part equal to 36 degree we get here. This type of question already we have done here. So angle is here, now how much we get here? Angle is 36. So any one part if you choose, suppose we choose this one, 36 degrees. So radius is already we know how much, 35 by 2 mm. So here theta equal to 36 degree we get, and the radius equal to we get 35 by 2 mm. We get this result. So if we get these two results, so easily we can find out the area now here. Area of sector, if you find out here, which formula we have to apply? Theta by 360 into theta by 360 into pi r square. So that means theta is how much? 36. So that's why we have to write 36 by 360 into pi means here we can write 22 by 7 into r square. R means what? 35. So that's why we have to write 35 by 2 into this one, you have to write 35 by 2. And if you calculate this result, and from here we get the area, isn't it? So in this way easily you can find out the area from here. I think all of you understood this one. So now here today we discussed the question number 7, question number 8 and the question number 9. So your task is what you have to do, you have to complete this calculations, and in our next class we start from question number 10. Is it clear? Okay, thank you.